What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back again with another AC Milan career mode. It's going to be the 5th episode, and we start off with a game against Palermo away. Palermo, I'm not sure where they are on the table. They are 18th, so they're one of the worst teams in the league this season. Wow, Crotone there. Recently promoted, obviously. 0 points so far, so looking forward to playing them. Hopefully we'll win both of those games in the season. But yeah, we struggled a little bit last episode, and so I'm going to have to mix things around. Niang is in good form as a striker, so I want to keep playing him there. Delafeu, he doesn't have that up air anymore, but I'm still going to keep playing him. Souza is out of form, and Kuchka is back from suspension, so he's going to go in. I don't know what else to change around, really. I mean, we need to make some changes, but let's see, what else could I do? I mean, there's not really anything else I can do, really. I'll put Fernandez here on the bench for Crotone. Take him out for Montalivo, I guess. But yeah, so, you know, just one change. There's not too many other things I can do, but we really need to be winning, more games. I've not lost this season. I think 6 wins and 5 draws is what we're at. But 5 draws is a lot. And 2 of those were at home to weaker opponents last episode. So that's why I'm kind of worried about this game. But hopefully we can turn it around. Our midfielders have stopped scoring right as we found a striker that has been scoring in Niang. Hopefully they can both score a couple of goals this game. 20 minutes in, still nothing yet, and they have scored the first goal. It doesn't surprise me given our current form, but I still think that we can pull it back. Suzo there with, I believe, his first goal of the season. He might have scored 1 or 2 more, but 70 minutes played, still 1-1. Can we get a winner late in the game? No, we cannot. So 1-1 it finishes. Because it's an away game, I'm not too upset with that, but that's our 6th draw of the season. And it puts us 2 points behind Juventus, 12 games in. Not the worst in the world, but could be better. I'm actually going to stop training those guys. Off camera, I advanced, 4 or 5 days. I always advance to the next game before the episode, because there's usually nothing that important to show that I can't show later, like what I'm doing now. But yeah, we had a youth scout for this, or a scout report for this month. And we've got 2 really good youth players here. 85 to 94 potential for this CDM. He's 59 rated. So I'm going to offer him a contract right now as a future first-team player. I'm going to start training him. And then there's another one as well. This guy, our right back, 61 rated already, 17 years old, 81 to 94 potential. So I'm going to sign him up to a contract as well. And I'm going to start training both of these guys as soon as they join. There's one more who's, this guy, 80 to 94 potential, is pretty decent as well. But he's only 54 overall to start, so I'm going to give him a little bit longer before I sign him into a contract, see if he can get that potential up any higher. But yeah, so I'm going to see if those guys can sign contracts before this next game so that I can train them. Okay, so they have done. So there we go, we got 2 new players into the squad. They're probably not going to start anytime soon, but I do need to play them 10 times this season as one of our objectives. I don't know why I just filled that in. But they also need to advance, or go up in rating by 10. So we're going to start that now. This CDM, I'm going to train him in passing and defending. So there's that, and then defending all around it as well. So there we go. That's what I'm going to do for him. And then the right back, I'm going to do dribbling to get his dribbling stats and stamina up, and then I'm also going to do defending. So I'm going to go over here, do that, and then I'm also going to do passing. I want him to go up in rating pretty quickly, because he's actually not too far off of our best right back in Abate. He's 17 ratings off, which seems like a lot. But by the end of the season, he could be pretty close to the same rating, and it gives us a decent backup option. Our current backup right back is either 70 or 71 rated, He's not really played that many games for us this season either. I don't think he's played at all as a starter. But yeah, so we'll start training these youth guys. Hopefully they can go up in rating pretty quickly. And we should be able to reach that objective set by the board of growing them by 10 ratings and playing them in 10 games. I wouldn't imagine it's going to be too difficult to get that done. Especially given our current form. I mean, we're not in the best of form. That could warrant changing the squad around a little bit, maybe starting some youth players and seeing if that can improve things. But we've got Inter Milan next. Is it home or away? I mean, I know technically it's at home all the time because we share the same stadium, but it is at home, because EA says so. In real life, I'm not sure if they allocate tickets to the whichever team is in brackets at home. They should do that if they don't, but I'm not sure. But anyways, in FIFA we're at home, so we should have home field advantage. And Baka's going to jump back into the side after a spell on the bench. Kuchka is in bad form, so he's going to go out. We're actually going to try a different formation for this one, a 4-3-3 holding instead. And I'm going to put Montalivo in, because I want to try him. I'm going to give him a go because he hasn't played, I don't think, any games this season as a starter. So I think that's probably the team I'm going to go with. Do I want any other players on the bench? We're going to want a new striker now that Niang's back on the left wing. Kuchka out of form. Don't want him on the bench either. I'm going to give Honda a chance on the bench as well, because I don't think he's played this season as of yet. So yeah, that's the lineup I'm going to go with against Inter Milan. Again, technically it's at home, so hopefully we can pick up a win. Inter are going to be one of our main contenders for the league this season. Them and Juventus most likely are going to be the two that we're going to have to worry about. If we win this, we go 1 point behind Juventus with the same amount of games played. If we lose this, we're really not in a good position because Inter Milan, this is a 6-pointer for us. But hopefully this new formation and Baka can, come back in, score some goals. He hasn't scored yet this season, so now would be a great time to start. But Isco has scored from the penalty mark very early on. Niang, though, picks up an injury. Hopefully it's not too serious. He was just out for 8 weeks and recently came back into the squad. So hopefully it's not too bad of an injury. He is off, he's been subbed off, though. Miranda has equalized, though, and it's not looking good. 5 minutes left to go, and it's a 1-1 draw. We drew against Juventus at home. We've drawn against Inter at home. I mean, they're a tough opponent, obviously, they're second in the league, so it's not a game I can necessarily expect to win, but I was hoping to get the 3 points there. But at least we didn't drop points. A loss would have been worse, although I think that puts us at more draws than we have wins this season, which is ridiculous. Similar to Manchester United, they went on that really long unbeaten streak, but didn't get anywhere in the league from it because they were drawing a lot of games. We're doing the same thing right now. Bonaventura is still, he's joint top goal scorer, but he's not scored in a couple of games. We're missing him up, with the goals. He was kind of carrying us there in the beginning, and I need to go look at how serious that injury to Niang is. Hopefully it's not too bad. 6 weeks. Oh my gosh. That's 14 weeks so far that he's been out injured. Because he was out for 8 weeks earlier in the season. That is ridiculous. Oh man. So I'm gonna give Cornet another go at left wing ahead of Delfeu. Baka's gonna stay in at striker. He's got the the diagonal up arrow, but he's not been scoring still. Maybe he's got a couple assists. I don't know. I can check that later. But yes, that's the lineup that I'm going to go with for the next game. I mean, we did perform better than the game before, I would say. A draw away against Palermo is, I would say, a worse result than a draw at home against Inter. So I'm going to start with that lineup. Hopefully we can pick up a win. It's 2 games on the bounce that we've drawn. Maybe 3, I'm not sure. I'd have to go check. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. We need a win. That's the bottom line. We're in 5th place now. It's because the 2 teams ahead of us have played an extra game, but still, that means if we lose this, we're not going to be in a good position. We need to be winning this game. Empoli's on good form though. They beat Roma recently, but hopefully we can put a loss on their record. 25 minutes played. Abate with the opening goal from right back. Very nice stuff from him. Halftime now, still 1-0. Someone on their team's picked up an injury. Lorini there. Not quite sure who that is, but 70 minutes played. It's still 1-0. I'm fine with this result. 3 points is 3 points. There we go. It's not a convincing win, but it is a win nonetheless. 1-0, 3 points in the bag, and that's just what we needed right now. Although again, our strikers or our forwards in general are not scoring goals, and it's pretty worrying. We're gonna have to sort that out in January because it's pretty important for your forwards to be scoring goals. But as long as we get keep picking up some points and make it to January, within 5 points of the top of the table, I would say would be a decent start. We're in 4th place now. We're probably gonna stay there because Inter's got a game in hand. We are 1 point off the top, which is, it's pretty tight up there. It's very tight in like the top 7 right now, which is to be expected. I would say, like, aside from Juventus, I would think it would be pretty close to the top. But Juventus is also struggling a little bit this season. So let's check out the youth report. 81 to 94 potential from that center back. So I'm gonna offer him a contract. We've got some very good youth players coming in. I'm not even gonna have enough space in the training sessions to train them all. We've got a goalkeeper there who's probably going to end up getting signed up. Not quite yet, though. This guy's going to no, I don't want to offer him the contract. I want to release him. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to release this guy as well. And wow, 83 to 93 rated potential from him. So I'm going to sign him up as well. What to send some of these guys out on loan, but some very good youth players. And that's not even with this month's players put into the squad. There's a decent one, another decent one, and that guy's okay too. So there's another 3 into the youth squad. So we've definitely got some future potential growing. There's one Italian guy who's decent. Another one. Okay, so we got 5 players added to the squad as well. So our youth squad is very strong right now. Hopefully it'll stay that way for the rest of the season. It's always nice to have youth players to be able to bring into the side. They're worried about, what is that? Our youth development. We're on track for that, I would say. I think we'll be able to complete that objective by the end of the season. Coltrane wants to start, and I didn't read it. I'm assuming he wants to start, and I'm going to give him a go because Baca didn't score last game. He's not scored all season. Might as well give him a go and see if he can get a goal or 2 for us. Decent form in the rest of the squad, but we need another 3 points here. This is going to be the last game of the episode. This is just as important of a game as the last match we played. Most of the games this season are going to be important matches. We need to keep picking up points throughout the entire season. Didn't catch who we're playing. We're playing... Oh, Crotone at home. Have they still not picked up points this season? Okay, so they've drawn 1 game out of 14. They have a minus 26 goal difference. If we don't win this game, I'm going to resign as manager. Not really, but I will be very, very disappointed if we don't pick up the 3 points and some goals. Their draw was somewhat recent, but we need a win here. They're the worst team in the league by miles. I'm disappointed we haven't scored yet, really. There we go. Bonaventura 22 minutes in, and Suzo making it 2-0. Alright, so we're starting to pick things up a little bit. Halftime just passed. Still 2-0. There we go. Isco making it 3. Can we add a couple more goals? 15 minutes left to play. It's looking like it's going to finish 3-0. Isco makes it 4. There we go. So that is a great result. A very weak team, but still had to put the goals in. Coltrane didn't score, though, and neither did Lapadula off the bench. So that's a little bit worrying. But, a 4-0 win nonetheless, so I'm happy with that. That's going to be the end of the episode, so leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I will see you guys next time.